Previously on American Ninja Warrior.
200 athletes have attempted the course. Only 30 have finished. The obstacles destroyed the hopes of the rest. And now, the game changes. Just finishing isn't good enough. Competitors must race against the clock because only the 30 fastest make the semifinals. So no one's spot is guaranteed. The battle continues right here, right now, on American Ninja Warrior. I'm Matt Iseman alongside Jimmy Smith. We're here in Venice Beach, California, where competition is going on to narrow the field from hundreds down to the top 30. But keep in mind, only 10 will earn the right to go to Japan and take on Mount Midoriyama and have a shot at $250,000.
We've seen some great competition so far, but believe me when I say there's plenty more to come.
And plenty more drama as well, because 30 have already made it through the course. So now it's not just about finishing, it's about finishing fast.
And the slowest of the top 30 will have to watch and wait to see if their time is good enough to take them to the semifinals.
So we are going to see a lot of anxious faces today because with every run, someone is in jeopardy of having their bubble burst. If you're the slowest qualifier and someone beats your time, you go home. Let's take a look at our current standings. With 30 guys having completed the course, our top two are no surprise. American All-Stars and Japan veterans Brian Orozco and Levi Muhlenberg. But as we look through the rest of the finishers, notice the time difference.
Our leaders finished in just over 40 seconds, but down at the bottom, the times are close to 2 minutes. And with tons of top returners set to go today, a lot of guys must be worried about getting bumped out of the top 30.
Well, we're up here watching everyone try to qualify. There's an entire ninja world going on down there, and Alison Haislip is right in the middle of it.
All right, guys, with me is Rick Welga, one of our 10 from last year. Now, you made it to Japan, but this year we've kind of upped it a notch. How are you feeling about the competition this year?
I feel like it's going to be much stiffer, you know? The old man's got to perform today.
You were our oldest ninja over there in Japan. How are you feeling about this course?
The warped wall looks a little bit bigger. I don't know if it is, but I'll run right up that son of a gun.
Yeah, you did have issues on the warp wall with Japan, right?
Yes.
All I want to know is, are you making our top 30?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Allison. We'll see Rick Welga's run a little bit later. Right now, our first competitor is at the starting line. This is Christian Okulik. He needs to beat a time of 154.30 to make the top 30. That's the time set by Chad Simpson. And right now, he's the man on the bubble.
Christian's 32 years old. He's from Topeka, Kansas. And check out the stands. No, he didn't clone himself. All his friends are here to cheer him on. They think he'll be the next American Ninja Warrior.
Let's see how he does through the quad steps.
Starting out very high, giving himself a lot of room to fall slow, but he got through it.
Real awkward, though, kind of jumping from step to step. Not going to be the fastest. Oh! Little trouble on the rope swing.
That's the obstacle you can't hesitate on. You have to let go right at the end, and he, once again, doesn't do it.
Fear gripping him. He just does not want to get his tuxedo wet, apparently.
Problem is costing him a lot of time, Matt.
Gotta let go. He does! And, oh, did his foot touch?
No, but he only cleared it by about an inch. Great save, pulling himself back up.
Getting ready for the bridge of blades, though, and if the rope swing was tough, this is going to be next to impossible.
So many competitors having trouble with this.
Oh! The blade just swatted him down. That means that Chad Simpson is still safe, still on the bubble.
Here's why this obstacle is so dangerous. One misstep and you're done. His first step was fine, but now watch. We'll freeze it right there. He puts the second foot down on the same blade. That's too much weight, too far to the outside of the blade. It swung over, and that was it for Christian and his fan club.
That's fun. Thanks, guys.
Our next competitor says he's worried about one obstacle in particular today, the spider jump. That's 24-year-old Shane Daniels warming up.
Oh, he's one of our returning veterans from Japan. He didn't get past stage 1, and he desperately wants to go back.
Shane Daniel, jumping spider も残った。
Sasuke was definitely an honor. Just to be on the course was amazing. My goal this year is to get farther than I did last year.
ここでタイムアップ。
But I injured my wrist 3 months ago. When I put pressure down on this, I get sharp pains on the sides of it. So I think the only problem I'm gonna have is if we have the spider wall today, because I have to push out here. So I'm probably gonna maybe use my fists.
Jimmy, this course is difficult enough as it is, but with an injury on your mind, gotta think next to impossible.
The problem is it causes hesitation. You're not sure when it's going to go out, and it can affect your timing, and timing's crucial, but he's doing well so far.
A rough dismount on the rope swing after flying through the quad step.
Take your time, take your time.
Now the bridge of blades. This has been so difficult. Nice little technique there, a double step on the second one, and he's through. But this is the obstacle he was really worried about.
Well, it looks like he's using that flat hand. He's not using his fist. I think that wrist so far is holding up.
Looks like he's really locking his legs in too, relying on the lower body strength to compensate for the weak wrist.
But whatever it is, it got him through. Now, once again, the jumping bars, that requires a lot of wrist strength. Let's see how he does. I think he's gonna go he's going one-handed.
Again, Shane, a veteran of Japan, he has experience, and it looks like it's paying off. He has a great run going.
Needs it in one shot in order to get a top, and he gets it.
It looked like he was going away from the wall, somehow got his fingers up, so Shane Daniels and his wrist passed the test as he shatters Chad Simpson's time to beat by nearly a minute, and Shane has taken the first step in a return to Japan. Chad Simpson looks stunned as he's knocked out of the top 30. He is going home instead of going to Japan. Alison Haislip is standing by with Shane right now.
Shane, I know for a fact you were crazy nervous before you did that run. You finished in just under a minute. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was really nervous actually, so.
Now I noticed you took your time right before the Bridge of Blades and you seemed to rethink the jumping bars.
And then even at that warped wall, it looked like you just hung in midair for a second.
I'm Superman.
Go fly, Superman.
Thanks, Allison. So a well-deserved victory lap for Shane Daniels. And that means a change in our leaderboard. The top names remain the same, but check it out. Shane Daniels moves into 10th place, so a solid run for him. Chad Simpson, however, gets bumped, and that gives us a new man on the bubble.
Levi McGlathry is in the 30th position with a time of 1:49 flat. That's the new time to beat.
30 guys will advance to the next round, but keep in mind only 10 guys get a shot to go to Japan.
Now, you keep saying guys, but we have some very talented female athletes here, including Sarah Molaski. She's a 28-year-old acrobat and circus performer from Las Vegas. I've seen her training tape. Her skills are impressive.
Being an acrobat will help me balance everything that Ninja Warrior asked for. I can do the men's rings, and that proves I've got the upper body strength. I think I'm going to finish this course fast. I'm fearless and go for most people would be afraid to even try. If any woman's going to complete Ninja Warrior, it's going to be me.
Well, let's see if she's the first woman to complete our American Ninja Warrior obstacle course. Let's hear through the quad steps, having trouble right there.
Getting
really struggling on these quad steps. You see her gripping for dear life.
You know, for the home audience, those things are really steep. You know, you're seeing on at home, but they are very difficult.
The secret is really to go through it quickly, but if you're not certain, if you don't have that confidence like you always talk about, it's hard to do it.
And she's not committing to that rope swing quite enough. Long legs, though, that's gonna help her out.
Long legs, but it looked like she was just scared to let go and leap. Looked like she used her whole body, but again, just too scared to let go.
And once again, the thing about the rope swing is there's no limit to how many times you can try it out.
But of course, the clock does keep ticking.
And she finally gets over it.
Well, she didn't need a stunt woman for that. She did it all on her own.
Well, hesitation has cost her in the first two obstacles. Will it kill her on the Bridge of Blades? It does not. She flings herself right through it. Here's that upper body strength is so crucial. Will she make it?
Real strong quads, though. You can see she's got a lot of leg strength, but it looks like her
see that
form.
upper body giving out.
But managing to keep herself locked in. She's exhorting the crowd, trying to get them to cheer her on even more.
Now, the long legs are kind of difficult to use in a space that small, but she's doing well.
Whoa! So far, she's gone as far as any other woman. The jumping bars, though, not easy for someone with not a lot of upper body strength.
Distance. You can hear the disappointment in the crowd. They really want to see her make it.
I gotta say, Sarah Molaski did a fantastic job.
She gave it her best.
Bummer.
Well, she came up short, but she really got this crowd going. Our next competitor is Brandon Fobbs. He's 30 years old and he's a writer, director, actor from Englewood, California. And he almost blew it on the first step.
He decided to skip the first of the quad steps, jumped straight to the second, and nearly lost it. Nice recovery, though.
Well, after that miscue, he is back up and running. No problem on the rope swing. Oh, and he nearly goes down on the Bridge of Blades, but saves himself again.
The course is trying to beat him down, but he just keeps hanging in there.
He's on pace to knock Levi McGlathery out of the top 30.
And he looks like he's regained his confidence.
Brandon Fobbs was doing so well, but looks like he got a little careless on the jumping bars.
Well, it's going from hand to hand. If you don't have the length for it, you will fall. It's a dangerous technique.
So Levi McGlathery is still safe for now in 30th place. But will his time hold up? We've seen one man knocked out of the top 30, but how many more people will lose their slots on the leaderboard before this day is done? And coming up, we've got a competitor with a real axe to grind here at American Ninja Warrior.
We're nearing the end of qualifying. After today, the top 30 will advance to the next round, where we will add 3 more unbelievably difficult obstacles and cut the field down to just 15.
After that, those 15 will then go to an intensive boot camp. The 10 that survive will move on to Japan, where total victory could make one of them $250,000 richer.
We've already seen competitors fail on the rope swing, the jumping bars, and the newest obstacle, the Bridge of Blades.
But Paul Casimir didn't have any trouble on the Bridge of Blades or anything else. The 24-year-old software engineer from Colorado blew through the course. He was a walk-on competitor, didn't have a spot until he got here after driving to Colorado. He finished with the 4th fastest time so far, 44.77 seconds.
And he did it wearing jeans. Says he forgot to bring his shorts with him from Colorado. So Paul Casimir sits in 4th place. Let's hope he can find some shorts before the semifinals. Meanwhile, Levi McGlathery smiles through the pain as Paul's run bumps him off the leaderboard. And that moves Mike Moe into the 30th position with a time of 1:39.34.
I don't want to cheer, but I kind of don't.
Our next competitor's warming up on the beach, and I'm sure he's getting a lot of looks because he's swinging an axe.
That's 25-year-old Konstantin Liebman, a Russian immigrant from Columbus, Ohio. We asked him earlier, what's the deal with the outfit?
My costume is the costume of a firefighter. I plan to set fire in the hearts of everyone when I run the course with my speed and power and lack of technique and perseverance. Then once I get to the top of a warp wall, I'll put it out.
He might be kidding about being a fireman, but he's serious about taking on the course. And Jimmy, he trains with one of our vets, Dave Campbell.
He's already having trouble with the quad step. Had to climb up that.
Gets through it, though, as you say. Sometimes it's not about form, Jimmy. It's just about surviving.
Got to get through, and he's through the rope swing.
But the Bridge of Blades, so difficult for so many. Gets through, though, Konstantin. Looking like the training with Campbell may be paying off. Into the spider jump, though.
Oh, hits his head. I think he's done.
Maybe Konstantin should have kept that fireman's hat on.
That's worth another look. He was so focused on the wall, he forgot to look up.
Jimmy, he's lucky he didn't knock himself out. Well, our next competitor is new to American Ninja Warrior, but he's done well on other obstacle courses in the jungle.
I'm Ozzy. I was on seasons 13 and 16 of Survivor. This is like pure fun. You don't have to deal with a bunch of jerks on an island starving with bugs eating you. I've been wanting to run this course for as long as I've ever known this series to exist. It's been a dream of mine. And I'm pretty good at obstacle courses, so we'll see.
He needs to beat a time of 1 minute 39.34 seconds to knock Mike Moe off the bubble. Through the quad steps, no problem. People really responded to him on Survivor, but American Ninja Warrior, this course doesn't care about personalities.
No, you don't get voted off of this course. Either you make it or you don't.
Well, he barely got through the rope swing.
And he goes down hard, face first, into the side of the platform.
Sorry, Ozzy, the ninjas have spoken, but I hope we see you next year. Japan veteran Rick Welga is our next man at the start.
He guaranteed we would see him in the top 30. He talked the talk. Now it's time to walk the walk.
38 years old, so one of our older competitors, but still considered a favorite. Starting off on the quad steps, let's see what Welga's got. Two-footed technique, a little surprising. Well, through the first two obstacles, I gotta say I'm underwhelmed.
Well, he's giving to a bridge of blades, and he doesn't.
Wow, the bridge of blades proving so difficult.
That means Mike Moe is still safe for now.
Perhaps age is catching up with Rick Welga.
You know, Matt, I have to disagree. I don't think it's the age factor. I think it's the bridge of blades. Remember, no one's ever seen this obstacle before, and it just continues to take out more and more top contenders.
Our next competitor says the secret to the bridge of blades and the other obstacles is simple physics. He's 30-year-old Ryan Quiller, and Alison Haislip spoke with him a few minutes ago.
Quite possibly the smartest person to run this course. You, sir, have a PhD from Harvard, correct?
That's right, yeah, in applied physics. I think some knowledge of kinematics and inertia might help me through this course.
I hope you've been working on the body as well as the brain, man. I'd love to see you out there.
Thanks a lot, I appreciate it.
Thank you. I just got smarter.
Thanks, Allison. Jimmy, I don't know much about kinetics or physics, but I do know this guy looks as fit as he is smart and threw the quad step smoothly.
He's got a tremendous strength to weight ratio. Remember, he was a New York State pole vaulting champ in college.
Didn't help him there. He hit so hard it knocked his glasses off.
This is where he needs that brain power to forget about the slip and stay focused.
Wow, rough fall there down onto his caboose. Oh! So Ryan Quiller demonstrates a simple law of physics. A body in motion will fall if you don't jump far enough. But that means Mike Moe is still safe. Allison's with him right now.
How you feeling right now?
You know, I'm feeling good because my voodoo's working, you know? They're really good through here, then I put my voodoo on.
It's your ninja powers, right?
It is, you know, it's the underground ninja.
Well, his ninja power has worked well so far because he's already survived a handful of challengers. But I don't know if the magic will last much longer because our next competitor is Travis Furlanick.
He's another one of our guys who went to Japan last year. He wants to go back and finish what he started.
Last year I didn't do quite as well as I expected to. I didn't make it past the first stage. Jumping spider got me. This time, if I make it to Japan, I think I'll be more prepared, more confident, so I have some high expectations of myself.
And this year, he says he has a secret weapon. Earlier today, Allison found him carrying something he calls a ninja power smoothie.
It's a mixture of greens and fruit. So this one I have a couple different kales, dandelion, lettuce, apple, pear, and lemon. Every morning I'll have like a cup of this, and it actually just gives me energy and makes me feel good the whole day. So
all right, give it here.
Try it.
Give it
and
here.
Whoever says vegetarians can't do this stuff,
hold this for me, sir.
Ninja power smoothie.
Ninja power smoothie, here we go. Oh God.
Check the whole thing. I put a little too much lemon.
It's delicious. I feel like such a ninja right now.
Allison, your face says it all. We'll see if that is the rocket fuel Travis needs.
And he rips right through the quad steps.
Made it look so easy, so agile as he goes to the rope swing. Again, a piece of cake for the experienced vet, Travis Furlanick.
And he's not losing any momentum. He's going from obstacle to obstacle. That's what the veterans do so well, man.
And he blew through the bridge of blades and the spider jump. He is flying.
He's so relaxed, it looks like a practice run.
He's positioned to have one of the top times. Travis Furlanick making this course look easy. Experience paying off, even getting quicker through the end. 36 seconds as he tackles the warp wall. He's throwing one of the top times at 40.65 seconds. And that means Mike Moe is going home. Travis Furlanick not only knocks Mike Moe off the leaderboard, he moves into first place ahead of Brian Orozco and Levi Muhlenberg. Travis's time nearly a full second ahead of Brian and more than 2 seconds faster than Levi.
Time is done.
We've already seen 3 men fall from the top 30. How many more competitors will be going home? And coming up, he drove 14 straight hours to be here after waiting 5 years to compete. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior, where the competition's getting more intense by the minute. Every competitor from here on out isn't just trying to beat the course, they're also trying to burst someone's bubble. Now, Jimmy, as a competitor, would you want to know the time you had to beat or not?
I definitely would. It lets me know how hard I have to push myself, how much time I can spend in between obstacles. I think knowing the time you have to beat is a huge advantage.
Adam Truesdale didn't worry about the clock until he got to the warped wall. That's when he ran into trouble. It took him all 3 tries to get to the top, but he never gave up, and he still finished fast enough to make it into the top 30. Nearly ran out of gas, but made it in 57.62.
And there was another great run. Evan Dollard, a former American Gladiator, just crushed our American Ninja course. Dollard, 28 years old from Chicago, completed the course in under 50 seconds, a top 10 finish.
Alison Haislip caught up with him after his run.
Evan, you finished it in just under 50 seconds. Fantastic time. Are you feeling good about it?
I'm feeling really good about it. Yeah, that was exhausting. Like, much harder than I expected. I'm just glad to finish.
Evan and Adam have sent 2 more men home. Cheetah Platt, one of the 3 Platt brothers, is out, but his 2 brothers still remain on our leaderboard. Aaron Carson heads back to Utah, also knocked out of our top 30. So here are the standings. Travis Furlonic has set the standard with the best time so far. Evan Dollard's run puts him at number 8, and after overcoming trouble on the warped wall, Adam Truesdale is in 16th place.
That puts Ryan Stevens on the bubble. The time to beat is 1:27.37.
Our next competitor is 27-year-old Kendon Black. He's an IT guy from Huntington Beach, California.
He says his hero is Yuji Urushihara. Yuji is the latest man to reach total victory at Mount Midoriyama and only the 3rd person ever. He flew over here to watch our event and even tried out the course. Kendon said Yuji was just an unassuming guy who turned himself into a champion through hard work, and that's what Kendon wants to do too.
Well, he's 5'10", 150, so like Yuji Urushihara, he looks like your average guy. But so far, I gotta say, Jimmy, he also looks like a pretty good athlete.
He did say his greatest accomplishment was winning a satellite tournament of beer pong, so he's certainly aiming a little higher here.
Had a good plan of attack for the Bridge of Blades and threw it. Going through slowly, but surely.
The spider jump is one of the longer obstacles. How you approach that and how you do on that can decide your final time.
Kind of a rough landing there. Did he injure his ankle? Is he okay? Looks to be good going into the jumping bars.
A good athlete will fight past the pain.
Tall enough guy, again, kind of doing that hybrid. Well, he's mixing up his strategy. And he's through. Remember, the time to beat is 1:27.37. So far, wasted about 5 seconds there.
Which is okay if you make it the first time.
He can still knock off Ryan Stevens if he moves fast enough. Looks like he doesn't have much speed on this. He comes up short again. Now, you only get 3 attempts, which means he's got 1 try left. So Ryan Stevens hangs in there, but he is still the man on the bubble. We have seen some outstanding performances thus far in the competition. It's obvious a lot of these athletes are putting in a lot of hours in training.
They certainly are, and for more on that, let's go to Alison.
Guys, the next group of competitors are warming up, but look, they don't get here by chance. These guys put years of training into this, and they send us videos of their best stuff, doing things that appear almost superhuman. You won't believe the things these guys can do. Our ninja competitors often defy gravity and physics. The things they do make you want to back up the tape and look again. Yeah, he did do that. For a ninja, it's all about attitude. Where we see obstacles, they see an obstacle course. The world is their training ground. They're always hanging around, looking for the next challenge. No wall is too high, no space too wide, no challenge too daring. They're just looking for a little balance in their lives. Forget the elevator. A true ninja always takes the stairs, or the drain pipe, or the wall. These guys even make looking for their car in a parking lot seem fun. Now where did I leave it? To truly know a ninja, you have to walk a mile in their shoes, or on their hands. Training is their life, and it all points towards this one moment. They're hoping it pays off with victory, leaving them jumping for joy, and hopping in a car for a ride to the airport and a trip to Japan.
Thanks, Alison. That gives you a real sense of what incredible athletes these guys are and just how hard they've worked to get here. Well, getting to the starting line for this next competitor really is already the completion of a lifelong dream. 21-year-old Patrick Cusick.
We see him warming up now, working out the kinks. He and his parents drove 14 straight hours from Albuquerque to be here. He might be young, Matt, but he's not afraid. This kid is psyched. He actually thinks that being the new kid is an advantage.
Hello, G4s. This is Patrick Cusick from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm finally 21, ready to take on the American Ninja Warrior course. I've been wanting to try out for a Ninja Warrior since I was 16. I've been a gymnast for 13 years, so I've pretty much been training for this day for my entire life. I think that I'm so young it's going to give me an advantage over everyone else. Since I'm new to the course, I've never had the opportunity to make it or fail it, so I think my inexperience is going to give me a little bit of an edge, so I'm not afraid of failure.
He's done gymnastics all his life. How do you think he's going to do? A big fan of the show. Gotta have learned some technique along the way.
Well, it's going to be mental right now. You can watch the show, but how do you handle the course itself? How is your game at game time? And that's the important part here. It looks good so far.
Great through the quad steps. Remember, the time to beat is 1:27.37. How many times has he run this course in his head? Let's see what he has in the Bridge of Blades. Nice, good recovery.
And he makes it right to the spider wall. He's moving very well. We talked to him earlier. He is a great kid, a lot of enthusiasm. Can't help but root for him, Matt.
He drove all night to get here, came out just for this. Looking great through the jumping wires, now switching up his technique, being a little more certain. 39 seconds with the warp wall. Let's see him do it. Doesn't even stop. Oh, so close. That would have been a fantastic time had he got it on the first
He
try.
can still have a decent time.
He got it! Patrick Cusick, 5 years. He has waited to compete, and on his first try, 51.62 seconds. That's good enough for 12th place. Welcome to the club, kid. You belong. Alison's got him right now.
5 years, totally worth the wait, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
You feeling good? Like this is all worth it?
I feel fantastic. This is definitely worth it.
Nice. You need to go take a victory lap right now. Go for it, dude. You earned it.
A hug from his dad and high fives down the line. Patrick Cusick with the top 15 finish.
You know, I love this kid's attitude.
Patrick's joy is Ryan Stevens' heartache because now Ryan is out of the top 30. So far, we've seen 6 men knocked off the leaderboard. How many more will fall before we're done? And in a moment, you might not know him, but you sure can't miss him. Will his parkour skills shine as brightly as his hair? We'll find out when American Ninja Warrior continues. We're nearing the end of qualifying here at American Ninja Warrior. Hundreds of guys have come from around the country to try to conquer this course. And 2 more just did. First, Japan veteran Rich King took his first steps towards a return trip, finishing in just under 50 seconds. He says he hasn't trained much, but he looked good.
And on the flip side, a new face, Chris Wilczewski, a 21-year-old college kid from New Jersey. Sporting the hat, he was even faster than Rich at 48.72 seconds. So the young and the experienced both make their marks.
So check out our new leaderboard. Travis Furlonic is still at the top, followed by Brian Orozco and Levi Muenberg. Chris Wilczewski's in 8th place, Rich King's in 11th. Their run sent 2 more men home. George Dunwoody is out, along with Boone Platt, the second of 3 Platt brothers to be sent home. So there's a new man on the bubble.
That's Sean O'Brien. He's now the guy who has to sweat it out. The time to beat is 1:11.68.
He might not be on the bubble long because next up is Dorian Cedars. He was in our top 30 last year.
He was coming off a torn bicep. It kept him out of the semifinals last year. Now let's see if he's totally healed.
Real interesting, starting off with an angled approach.
He has a lot of muscle. He's kind of a bigger guy for this course, so he's just not as light on his feet as a lot of the competitors.
Yet he got through the Bridge of Blades fairly nimbly. Let's see how he does on the spider jump.
This guy was a national champion cheerleader at the University of Colorado. He wants to prove that cheerleaders are athletes too.
Got through it relatively easily and didn't expend a lot of energy. Great for a guy his size.
You know, people think it's great to have a lot of muscle for events like this, but man, those muscles fatigue quickly. They burn through a lot of energy, and it's hard to get your breath back for the warped wall, which is what he needs now.
45 seconds as he approaches the warped wall, staring at a great time if he gets up.
Oh, he made it.
Up with no problem. Dorian Cedars takes a bow, and the crowd loves it. He's in the top 30 with a time of 52.87 seconds, and Alison's with him right now.
Dorian just killed it again, like last year.
Tried.
What tried? What didn't go right?
The X bridge tweaked my ankle pretty bad.
Ooh, are you feeling okay?
It's a little sore. I'll see what happens when I take my shoe off.
Why don't you get some ice on that ankle, and hopefully we'll see you in our 30.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Alison. That puts Dorian Cedars in the 16th position. We'll have to wait and see if his ankle affects him in the semifinals, though. But that does send Sean O'Brien home, who does his own little ninja move to make his exit, and puts the last of the Platt brothers, Cy Platt, in the 30th position with a time to beat of 1:11.06. You might not know our next competitor warming up, but you sure can see him coming.
This is Trevor Vaughn, another one of the up-and-comers, just 21 years old. He's with a group of parkour athletes from Colorado. He says his goal today is simple.
If I were to complete the course, I'd be totally psyched. I started doing parkour because of Ninja Warrior. It's very much a mindset of just serious business. I like to do this right before I go, so that just gets me in the mood, and yeah, let's get serious.
Well, he's clearly serious about the course, and I will say he's out of my home state of Colorado, so I would love to see him do well.
We talked to him earlier, came up and spoke to us. He's just a great guy.
And he made the quad steps look easy and through the rope swing as well. No hesitation on the Bridge of Blades.
Wow, he is flying through this course, Matt. No hesitation at all.
Into the spider jump and through it. I don't think we've seen anyone get through it this fast yet. Onto the jumping bars.
No resting, no testing. He's going straight from one obstacle to the next. Ton of confidence.
Absolutely. Looking very certain of his approach here. Had the advantage of watching some previous competitors go through.
If he makes this in one, he could have a record time, and he does!
Right up the warped wall. I think we're looking at the best time today. Trevor Vaughn, 39 seconds. And that puts him at the top of the leaderboard, the only competitor to finish in under 40 seconds. What a performance!
He gets a congratulatory handshake from Levi Muhlenberg and Brian Orozco. I'm not sure it's all sunk in yet for Trevor Vaughn.
Well, the crowd sure knows who's the fastest. Let's go down to Alison, who's with a surprisingly subdued Trevor Vaughn.
Fastest time of the day. A lot of dudes have already been kicked out. How you feeling? Besides totally winded.
Purple?
And purple.
I didn't actually remember that.
None of us did either because it was just a breeze.
Yeah, I was just at the end and I was like, did I go?
There's your new leader, guys. Back to you.
Still enough energy for a victory flip. Trevor Vaughn's remarkable run means we have now seen the last of the Platt brothers as Cy Platt is eliminated. And that puts Victor Rivera in the spot no one wants to be in, the 30th position, with the time to beat of 1:10.56.
He almost made it last year, finishing 37th. Now he's this close to making the top 30.
Well, here's the first of only a few competitors left to run who can still knock him out of that 30th position. It's 21-year-old Jordan Roberts. He's a lifeguard and swim instructor from Albuquerque.
Double footing the quad steps, but no problem getting through.
He's got to be faster than 1:10.56. Looks like a good launch on the rope. Oh, the base plane and the dunk. The swim instructor just went from the rope swing to the backstroke. Well, that's not the only embarrassing fall we've seen so far. Plenty of competitors have lost it on the course, but none of them compares to the Warrior wipeout of the day. Ryan Quiller ended the spider jump with a tumble and then ended his day with a backflip off the jumping bars. And that is our Warrior wipeout of the day. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. Trevor Vaughn hanging on to that top spot, but sitting on the edge of his seat in 30th is Victor Rivera. Victor is still treading water, still clinging to the last qualifying spot. We are nearing the point of no return of the qualifying round, with only a few athletes left to run before we determine our top 30. And the man desperately clinging to that 30th and final position is still Victor Rivera. We saw him survive this first challenger, and since then there have been half a dozen close calls. Some fell out early, some came dangerously close. Oh! 2 even finished the course, but neither was fast enough to break into the top 30 and knock Victor Rivera off the bubble.
He's taken a lot of punches, and he's still hanging in there, and now there are only 2 competitors left who can knock him out.
I just don't know if this next guy warming up is going to be much of a threat. He looks like he just stepped out of an old Chuck Norris movie with that retro Fu Manchu mustache.
My stash is epic. I was a weakling before. Then I grew the mustache, and it really fueled all my ninja power. I'm going for Hulk Hogan with a little Chuck Norris mixed in there. People don't take me seriously because of my look, but they are absolutely wrong. I have not trained very much besides skateboarding and hard drinking. Other than that, I just grew the mustache.
All right, let's see what that mustache can do for Eric Harold, not to mention the slip-on shoes.
Love the shoes, love the stash, and I love the attitude.
He gets through the quad step. Let's see how he does on the rope swing.
No problem so far. Nice dive after the rope swing.
Victor Rivera wondering if his luck will hold out one more time. Little bounce on the Bridge of Blades, but he survives.
I think there's something to be said for hard drinking. He's doing well on the course so far. He's working his way through the spider jump. I gotta say, those $3 slip-ons are gripping pretty well.
Is Eric Harold about to surprise us all?
I don't know. He looks pretty good so far.
Jimmy, I was laughing at first, but never thought he would get this far. But now I'm beginning to believe.
I think you're right. He doesn't look like a ninja, but I think he's going to make it.
Through the jumping bars, Victor Rivera is sweating it out. It looks like Eric's going to knock him out of the top 30, but it's going to be close, and he's wasting time. He's up. He's going to make it. Only a few seconds left. No! He couldn't do it. Not fast enough. Eric Harold is dancing, but does he know that taking his time in the course cost him a shot at being in the top 30?
Let's let Alison break the news to him.
Yeah! Eric, I might give you the award for best victory dance ever, but not quite quick enough to make it into our top 30. How disappointed are you?
I'm destroyed. I can't believe I didn't make it.
Oh, I'm sorry,
All that
sir.
dancing for nothing.
Well, he didn't make the top 30, but he definitely made an impact with his run and his mustache. Well, this is it, Jimmy. It is time for our final competitor in the qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior.
This guy has to let it all hang out. He only has to beat a minute 10.
But Victor Rivera has been sitting on a minute 10 for an unbelievable length of time.
Well, this is David Money. He's going to have to be Money to get through this.
Well, the one thing we do know, there are 29 qualifiers who are safe. It is only Victor Rivera right now whose future is at stake.
Well, this is the last competitor. Let's see if Victor can finally relax.
Into the rope swing. He's Money through that.
Right over the Bridge of Blades to see what he can do with the spider jump.
Wow! Blows through it. 18 seconds into the jumping bars.
David Money is posting an outstanding time.
I thought this could be one of the top times of the day at the rope wall with 28 seconds. He could be our top qualifier, but he just misses grabbing it. Still, if he gets through the second try, Trevor Vaughn's time is in jeopardy. And he's up. 40.52 seconds. Our last competitor posts the second fastest time of the entire qualifying round.
That is amazing. Victor Rivera has been walking through raindrops, and he finally got wet.
I gotta say, I am blown away. Considering that he did it at the end of the day, the sun going down, the cold temperatures, David Money's run, for my money, best run of the day.
I have to agree.
So now we have our 30 qualifiers. Newcomer Trevor Vaughn, 21 years old, finishes at number 1, followed by 38-year-old David Money, and then 3 Japan veterans, Travis Furlonic, Brian Orozco, and the legend, Levi Muenberg. And there are 25 other men, a mix of veterans and newcomers,
who are also moving on to our semi-final round. Jimmy, an unbelievable qualifying round. What do you take away from it?
Well, being experienced didn't guarantee you anything. Some veteran runners fell early. Also, we had young, hungry newcomers like Trevor Vaughn post outstanding times. We have 2 all-stars, Brian Orozco and Levi Muhlenberg, still very much in it.
The top 30 will return to battle a longer, tougher course, which will cut the field in half.
Our semi-finalists must survive one more run through an already treacherous course, but this time we'll add 3 new obstacles: the salmon ladder, the circle slider, and the cargo net. 30 will try, only 15 will move on. Their common goal? A trip to Japan to conquer Mount Midoriyama and win $250,000. But before they climb the mountain, they must survive the semifinals. They've taken their first step, but the journey is far from over. The hard work has just begun.
But hey, they can't do it here. How are they going to do it in Japan?
We're out of here. See you next time on American Ninja Warrior.